Hello everybody. Welcome back and welcome to our new members. We've got a few new faces in here. So welcome to our weekly call. Um anyway, I got some really cool stuff to share with you guys this week. And I'm going to get a little further down the road. Before I do that, we'll kind of open up. Does anybody have anything you want me to address before we get cooking, or everybody ready to roll?
Yeah, John, could I get you talked about the AIO offer that you were going to be making to ClickBank. Could you restate that? Because I wrote my notes down, but I can't seem to find it, and I don't know where it is on the previous recording. So could you recap that for us?
Sure. Sure. The deal that we're doing with ClickBank, it's not the AIO yet. AIO is not quite ready yet, but we are going to be taking in some beta testers for it. And we're looking at probably doing the AIO launch in April or May. So that will be like the official launch with that. But the thing that we're doing with ClickBank is the Act Quantum launch. So where we've bundled Act and Quantum, that is going to get released into the ClickBank system pretty soon. Brady has been working on all the materials for it. I went through it last night. He's doing a phenomenal job. So I think that thing is just gonna kick butt. He's done way more than I've ever done. You guys know how lazy I am on all this stuff. He's actually doing all the stuff you're supposed to do. So we might actually get, a seven-figure launch out of this, which would be really, really exciting. I've never done that. I've gotten to the six-figure launches, but I have never broached the seven figures. So who knows? I think that we got a real shot at this one. We're going to have an affiliate army behind us pushing into this. So that's going to be really exciting. And imagine what it's going to look like at the end of the year when we do our year-end process and I get to look at my sheet. And I hope you guys are like following along. I hope you guys are taking advantage of the example that we're setting here. Because I know for a long time I just talked about the stuff. I just, I was teaching and training and guiding, but I wasn't actually doing. And it wasn't until, last year I'm like, okay, let me prove it. Let me put my money where my mouth is. And it does really work. I mean, you guys have seen it over the last couple of years. You've seen me ramp up. You've seen me add new products. You've seen me use Kartra specifically to just kick out offers and make money. It really isn't that difficult, but you've got to get yourself out of the way. It's like the call we did, I think it was last week or the week before, when I was focusing on the MVP, minimum viable product. You guys have to understand you can sell something that's not done yet. I've been doing this since the very beginning. Almost everything I've ever sold was not done yet. It was done along the way, it was refined along the way, and everything is always in beta. Like even your website, if you start a website, guarantee you it's not done. It will never be done because there's always stuff that you're going to add to it. But if you don't take action, you just never do anything. So that's the most important thing. Now, we've been doing a lot of the white label stuff with the quantum and letting people white label that. And that is a phenomenal thing. If you don't have your own product, AI right now is probably the hottest thing I've ever seen online or in business. It's in high demand, and you're literally like a magician when you know about it. And you guys all know way more than the general populace, even, business owners that have been around for years and decades. You know more about AI than they do. They might be using it, but when you talk about prompting and you talk about some of the stuff that you've learned from me already, you're going to be light years ahead of them. So take advantage of that. Take that authoritative spot and use it to sell stuff. Use it to sell them AI products. It's a no-brainer. It's really, really easy to do. So, and that's one of the things I want to show you guys today is what I'm about to roll out next. And any of you that are from the SEO world, you're going to fall in love with this. I've kind of alluded to it, over the past few months that it was coming. Well, I met with the programming team last night and they've actually got the software up and running. And it's like, holy shit. This is going to be one of those holy shit moments. And we're going to be so far ahead of everyone. If you are in the SEO space, or if you want to be, if you've offered services in there, this is going to be an absolute no-brainer. And we're going to make it all white labelable too. If you want to be like in the agency business, or if you want to sell it as your own product, you can do that too. So we're, I am kind of, I don't want more business, more service business, honestly. Like, it's not my goal to take the new stuff that we're going to roll out and go get a bunch of clients. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be where I was when I started, behind the scenes, being the bulldozer, pushing everything down the road. I want I want to leave that up to you guys to make the lion's share of the money on the front end if you want to sell services out to business owners. That's what this new set of tools is going to give you. It's going to give you the ability to sell something new and fresh into a very, very hungry marketplace. And I've got a lot of the materials up and running and set and ready to go for this. So before we do that, though, I know we've got a whole bunch of people that jumped in, in the process of this. So any questions or anything? Anybody got anything specific you want me to address? Yeah, go ahead. Let's see. Oh, I
Can you
lost.
hear me, John?
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
This is Bert. Um, this is a brief question on quantum,
Okay.
actually. Uh, Making good use of the logo creating tool
Hmm.
and now trying to create uh, a short video um, intro basically the for Cinda's new upcoming podcast.
Okay.
That you remember Craig signed us all up to commit to jump on the podcast bandwagon.
Yep.
Anyway, so I was trying to use the Video Genesis tool in its simplest form. I fed the logo that we created in, selected the announcement um, type,
Okay.
uh, and I think it defaulted to folk music or whatever. Um, and it produced something that was nice, but it was just 3 seconds. And I could not, I've been playing around. I could not find any way to specify that, we really wanted like 6 seconds of, or do you understand what I'm asking?
Yeah, yeah.
How to,
So with the Video Genesis tool, it's really made to do like an actual video, not necessarily an animated logo. If you want to take the logo and create like a cool animation, there's
yeah,
there's that company called logoanimators.com. They're really inexpensive, and I think it'll cost you about 25 bucks, but they'll take your logo and they will just turn it into something phenomenal. and they've got probably 100 different template examples of how they can animate your logo. And you've probably seen my animated logos. They all come from Logo Animators. It's like
Okay.
$25 and they'll knock it out of the park for you. But the reason it was so short was there was no content fed into it. It was just you just gave it the logo image. When you create a video using Video Genesis, you are
Yeah.
supposed to either put a script in there, so
Uh-huh.
create a video from the script, or put in your URL and it'll go read your website and then create a script from the website.
Yeah, so I played with the website approach, and it created a brilliant 30, I don't know, 2-minute total promo on the business.
Yeah.
And all we're really trying to do, I don't know if you remember how Craig with his new That Damn podcast,
Yeah.
he said he paid Fiverr to create that very short, blast, which is just an image and a little bit of music behind it.
Okay.
That he bolts onto the front of every podcast episode in the playlist.
Yes. They
That's what I was that's what I was reaching for. So
okay.
I wasn't looking for a voice and a reading of a script.
Yeah. Well, I think you'll get what you're looking for at Logo Animators.
Okay.
I think they've got a lot of different effects that will it'll spin your logo in with cool sound effects and all that kind of stuff. I think that's probably going to be your best bet.
Okay, terrific.
So, and
Thank you for that.
they call that an intro and an outro, and everybody should have that. Like if you're doing videos for your business,
Yeah.
it kind of brands all of your videos and gives them that same branding, which will give you credibility. That way, when people see your stuff, they'll recognize it as you. It's kind of like logo recognition. So brand recognition.
Yeah, I thought about it that way, and then when I went to YouTube, I couldn't find it. YouTube didn't seem to have the concept of intros and outros
Mm,
anywhere. And I'm still trying to figure out how do I bolt the intro onto each episode.
yeah.
But
I I really like the one that I did for Quantum. So when I did
ah,
the new AIO logo, I went back to Logo Animators and I did the same thing.
got it.
I'll show you what it was in case you forgot.
Yeah, that's the idea. So intros and outros. I mean, logo animators should yeah, I think I'll just go down that path. That's great.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
once they deliver something,
yeah, $25 for that, and they did it in a day.
yeah, and they deliver basically an MP4, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, so if I have that MP4, does anybody on board, know how you
It,
bolt it onto uh,
so
a,
it would take,
a video on YouTube,
yeah,
series of videos on YouTube, so
sure. So
that
when
they
you when
all
you're when you're in YouTube, you can go into the YouTube, I think they call it YouTube Studio, where you can edit your videos
right.
and you can do it in there.
So
And what you should probably do is go to YouTube itself and just go or search for a video of how to add intros to your video using YouTube Studio. And somebody will give you a perfect tutorial of exactly how to do it. That's
fantastic.
YouTube is great for tutorials of how to do stuff. So even for their own stuff.
I
All
think
right.
you just saved me a couple of hours of pondering.
Absolutely
Thank
happy to do it.
thank you very much.
All right, Roger. Let's Roger that.
Hey, John, I'm
Yeah.
excited to hear your reveal today. I know you have your quantum and
Mhm.
act,
Yep.
the reveal of the product that you're doing today. My question is, can you give me like a one or two sentence synopsis of AIO and how that fits into the quantum versus what you're revealing for SEO today?
Yes. Well, the AIO is the reveal for today.
Right.
So
Oh,
AIO
got it.
is
Okay.
it's AI optimization, basically. And just like we would optimize for search with SEO, the object of the game with SEO was to optimize your website, optimize your incoming links, and optimize your user experience so that Google would recognize you as the number one for any given keyword and put you at the top. That
Who? You say
that was
Google? I'm unfamiliar with them.
yeah,
Weren't
yeah,
they they're a dinosaur, weren't they? Weren't they big at one time?
exactly. So the idea with AIO is the same thing. You're optimizing your website, but you're optimizing it for AI engines to recognize it and value it. And then just like you had on page and off page and user experience, the AI is no different. Most people haven't figured that out yet, but you've got your on page and you've got your off page, and they call the off page, there's actually an acronym for it already. It's EEAT. It's EAT with double E. And that acronym is for your authority off page. It's basically all of your social media that pushes to your website with references. And then the third piece, which just like in SEO, nobody talks about because they can't do it, is the user experience. And that's the big reveal. The big reveal is the tool that we're rolling out, which is our Rainmaker product, which will actually affect the user experience of the AI, which that's going to, I don't know how much you know about that space, Roger, but if you're into SEO, that this one's going to blow your socks off.
I'm looking forward to this reveal. Thanks, John.
All right, Tim, go ahead.
Sure. Hey, I'm inside Kartra and having an issue, and I'm trying to find something, and it's because of Craig, but I also need to do it for change on mine. Can I
Okay.
share my screen on this one?
Yeah. Yeah. What are you looking for in there?
Where the affiliate sign up thing is I'm trying to figure out where this logo is and how to change it.
Okay.
And let me see, desktop.
Which logo are you looking for?
So this is when you hit affiliate sign up, you see this logo in here.
Okay.
From my page, if I hit this, I get that page.
Okay.
Where
Got
is that logo at?
So that logo is attached to the product because that affiliate link is attached to a particular product. Does that make sense? So you're going to find that logo in the product.
Okay.
When you create affiliate sign up links, I'm pretty sure that logo is attached in the product itself for what you're signing them up to sell. Even though with Kartra, if you've got your account set up for site wide, it doesn't matter which product they sign up as an affiliate, they get access to everything.
mm-hmm.
This is from the specific link that you're sending them to sign up to be an affiliate.
How did I set this link up to make that my sign up form? Do you remember how I did that? I don't.
If you go into products and find this particular product,
Yeah.
you'll probably find that logo in there. And likewise, if you find another affiliate link, like if you want to pick a particular product, go
Mm-hmm.
and get your affiliate sign up link from that particular product, and I think that will do the same thing for what you're trying to do. If that doesn't, then I would have to dig in a little bit and figure out where it's coming from, but I'm pretty sure it's coming from the product level.
Yeah, well, let's see if I go into that specific product, and I change the logo. But how, yeah, but let me just use this one. Use that one there.
And the only screen we're seeing is just
I
your,
know I'm doing it on this other screen, but I'm going to refresh it here over here and see if it changed. This is, yeah. So it's inside the product.
yeah. Yeah, that's where it's
How,
generating
I-
or
how did
where
I
it's
get that
referenced.
product? How did I select that product to be the product for the affiliate?
You probably grabbed your affiliate sign up link from that product.
Because I can't figure out where to find the affiliate sign up link in any individual product anymore. Anyway, I mean, it's you get it because it's just, this is because of the change. I can't figure it out. But anyway,
Yeah, but that's where it is.
wonderful. Anyway, because that's the other one is Craig's messing with it too, and he can't figure it out. And I'm like, well, I've got to figure that out for myself. Let me see. And anyway, I knew I was coming on a call with you. But anyway,
Well, that's where it's referenced from.
all right. That's yeah. All right. That's the best I can do for now. For
Okay, Jim, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm guessing you're going to cover this, but I believe I'm already an affiliate for you.
Yeah.
Are you going to show us how to find that, how to use our affiliate links
Yes,
to promote your stuff?
I'm actually going to make it one step easier for you.
Awesome.
And I know I promised to do this at the end of the year, and I totally screwed up. I didn't do it. I didn't follow through, and and you, as you just reminded me, it's like, oh geez, I didn't do what I said I was going to do. So I will definitely do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send you out an email that actually has your affiliate link in it for each product. So
Excellent.
like everybody that's an affiliate in the system, I'll send out an email to each affiliate, and basically you'll get multiple emails, but it'll be like, okay, here's the promo email for you to send out to promote the Act Quantum bundle. Here's the email to promote the AIO product. Here's the one for, the Build Becky. I'll send you out a specific one for each one, and that'll make it super simple for you to do it.
Okay. And then I know you were talking about the affiliate kind of marketplace. I
Yeah.
can't remember what it was called.
In Kartra,
No, not in Kartra. Um,
in my system.
Is that the
no.
Oh, ClickBank.
ClickBank, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that you were talking about, offering a huge amount up front. I'm wondering if you have any others that provide more on a residual income standpoint and upsells and that kind of thing
Oh,
through
in
Kartra.
in our products, yeah.
Yeah,
We have we have basically most of my products in Kartra are a 50% on the front and a 25% on the back. So the deal that we're doing inside of ClickBank is we're giving them, I don't know if we're going to be able to give them 100% because Brady said when he was setting it up in there, it only allowed to go up to 75%. But if it's 75 or 100, we're basically giving them the lion's share on the front, but we're not giving them anything on the back.
right. But with us, with
With
Kartra, it'll be
with
different.
yes, with you guys through Kartra, you get part of the back end as well.
Great.
So I have special deals with some affiliates. Like if you're spending money to drive traffic, I've got special links for those of you that are doing that, where I actually give you 50 on the front and 50 on the back. But people that are just sending it to a list or whatever, they're getting 50 front, 25 on the back. So that's kind of the way we've got it structured anyway.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Well, you guys ready to take a look under the hood and see what
John, can I get a clarification on what you just said to Jim in
Yeah.
terms of I'm not sure. I don't think I am signed up currently as affiliate for any of your products, but I would like to get the links specifically for the AIO and the Quantum for right now.
Okay.
how do I sign up for you so I get that series of emails that's going to be sending out the link?
If-
And I don't, and part two is I'm not sure how you talk about the affiliates, but I thought the whole part of affiliate was that I'm generating the leads to send to you rather than you said send it to a list or so. I'm not clear on what you meant by that.
Let's see. Let me get the affiliate link for you. So this is like for people that are doing media buys and basically buying traffic. If you've got a paid traffic campaign and you're actually paying to generate traffic, on those I'm willing to pay more on the back just to cover you and make sure that you make that worth your while.
Okay, so how do you distinguish which of, because the paid traffic is the way that I would see that it would make sense to do it. So how do I know which, how do I request the link that I'm going to be doing the paid traffic side of it?
That's just a conversation. Just shoot me an email and tell me what you're doing, and I'll get you set up right.
Thank you much.
I'm putting in the chat for everyone. That is the link if you want to sign up for our affiliate program. So if you want to, if you're not already an affiliate for Internet Dominators, click on that link and sign up to be an affiliate. And then that way you'll get access to all of that. And then as we gear up with this thing, we're going to be doing a lot more support and help out to the affiliates to help you guys make money. So for those of you that don't want to do your own product and you just, you want to sell good stuff and make money, you can sell our good stuff and make money. So Janie, did you have something I say?
I just wanted to say thank you for always putting that link on every email.
Yep. It's always, yeah, that's true. Janie just pointed out all the emails that I give you the call reminders. There's the link right there to sign up to be an affiliate. So if you missed this one or you don't get it out of the chat and we get off the call, just look back at the call reminder that I sent out. The link is in there as well. So,
Hey, John, real quick before you reveal AIO, sorry for the little one in the background.
no
Just a
problem.
little teaser. I think you're going to announce this, but in 2 weeks, when I'm hosting the call, we're going to go through an affiliate tools page that I created for Quantum because this thing is awesome. It's like 30 some pages that I've got put together. And the cool part is I use Quantum to do it. I use Quantum to do the affiliate. Like it's pretty crazy how easy it is to do it. So little teaser.
Yeah, that's
Wow,
awesome.
Brady. Woohoo.
Yeah, Brady has been knocking it out of the park lately. And for those of you that don't know, I am headed off tomorrow morning for a 2-week birthday party, basically. So turning 61, and Brady is going to be leading the next two calls in my absence. So the next week, I think Brady, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're doing the webinar with the new folks that are going to offer the traffic services. Is that correct?
Yes, we are. There's a little guy. There you go.
Hey, there he is.
Yeah, we're going to be hosting Exact Digital for the programmatic ads. So we did lock down a provider for those that are wanting to get into the display ad, programmatic ad space for acquisition air or just for your own business. So I think it'll be a good fit. So we're going to host them next week for this
Okay.
slot. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So that's going to be going on next Thursday. And then the following Thursday, Brady is going to come on and you guys can put him through the paces and we'll see if he can hold the water in the bucket. I think he'll do great though. He's got a lot of stuff to share with you guys. He can walk you through using some of the quantum tools, showing you how he put the affiliate page together. There's a lot of stuff you can do with those quantum tools. And he's actually been through all of them because he created all the support videos. So each quantum tool now has a video inside it showing you how to use it. And Brady did all those videos. So that's going to be, he'll go through that with you and you'll get some good stuff, even though I won't be here for the next 2 weeks. And then I'll be back and away
Yeah,
we go.
those videos are a big help. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Sting, go ahead, unmute.
I purchased the Act and Quantum last night,
Yeah,
so I don't really know where to start.
okay.
And
The best thing, like when you come into our community or our world, the ACT program is really the foundation. I would recommend that you go through the ACT videos before you start doing much of anything else, because it'll give you the foundation of how to really structure your business and your marketing. And the quantum is the tool set to help you do all the stuff you're going to learn in ACT that you're going to want to do. Like, creating lead magnets and segmenting your market and figuring out who your buyer is. The tools in quantum are second to none to do that. But you need to learn like what you need to do, and that comes from the ACT program. So I would recommend as a first step for anybody new, or even anybody that's been with us for a long time that hasn't done it. I know a lot of you guys skated off of the training and didn't, you greased over it. You've been coming on the calls and learning a lot of stuff, but you really need to go through the program. I really would recommend that because it gives you an A to Z. It gives you A to Z in marketing, and it starts even before you should start structuring your business. It starts with the freedom formula. The freedom formula kind of gives you goggles to look at opportunity and figure out if you're even doing the right thing to get you the life that you want. And then if it is, that gives you the motivation and the drive to actually do it, to follow through and build the marketing campaign that'll build the life of your dreams. So that's where I would start. I would start, just go through. Don't try and take a lot of notes either. I really recommend that you really soak in the information on the first run through. There might be a lot of concepts and stuff that you're not familiar with. So soak it in. And then after you have soaked it in, then go back and go through it again with the intent of actually putting it into play. That's how I would recommend doing it. So that's
okay.
going to be your best bet. And that for anybody getting started, or anybody that's been on here for a while and are still struggling, that would be my best advice.
John,
And one more question.
John, been here for 15 years, and I'm using it, and I continue to use it. As I'm assuming that if you're upgrading and updating it, are older versions being upgraded and updated along with, so I can go back in and see the new videos and that sort of stuff?
There is not a lot of new stuff in there because all of the foundational stuff will never change. It hasn't changed in over 100 years. There's going to be new stuff that I'm going to add in that kind of supplements all the AI world, and that stuff will be being added into it here pretty quick. So anyway, I went back to the share screen here. This is the affiliate page. Like if you go to join the affiliate program, you just click become an affiliate here, and then we've got there's Brady, our affiliate manager, and then it's got all the products. The new product hasn't been added in here yet, but you can see like all the commissions, the prices, all of that stuff. So that is that. And then this is the page that we're actually promoting in ClickBank. This is the new offer, the Quantum Act bundle. And that's what's going out and getting promoted. But here is our new reveal. This is the AIO Dominator product. And what this is a white label of Quantum that stripped all the marketing tools out of it, and it just has tools for AIO. So it's a full suite of tools to do your on-page optimization and your off-page optimization. It does not take into account the user experience. I'm going to share another big reveal with you on that after we get through here. But the AIO Dominator It's just like Quantum, but it's for basically for AIO. So it's the whole suite. We're going to be selling this for $97 per month for the suite. And I want to show you guys this. This is a video that I made to promote it. So Bert, there's an example of using the animated trailer on the end of the video
Yeah.
as an outro. I didn't use it as an intro, but I used it as an outro. So, and then this is what the suite looks like. Notice it looks very similar to Quantum because it's a white label of Quantum, but it's got all the tools in here for the AIO. And this is the EAT tool that I was talking about. This one gives you the authority from the off-page stuff. So that has to do with your social media. We've also got tools in here for your social media profiles that will create profiles for all of your social media accounts and make them AIO optimized. This is for content generators for your site, but all of these, this will optimize you for AI search. This will optimize you for voice search like Alexa, Siri, all these different voice AI tools that are listening. This one creates the LLM.txt file. This is kind of like in SEO, this is like the robots.txt file, which is a hidden file behind the scenes that the search engines could read to figure out what all was in your site. So this one is for the AI engines. When they read your site, they'll see this file and they'll know, oh, this site is optimized for me. This content is made for me. I can read it. So there's all these different tools. This one builds FAQ, which is one of the keys to AIO, is creating content on your website that answers questions. Because when I show you the next tool, this is the one that creates the user experience that will get AI thinking about you when these questions are being asked. It's really, really cool. So this is the first reveal for the day. And for you guys, this is a 1-day offer for anybody that's on the call today. This isn't for anybody outside this call. But any of you guys that want this offer, if you click on here, it is, okay, so it's $97 a month. If you put the coupon code 720FF, 72 off. It'll take it down to 25 bucks and lock you in at 25 bucks for life for this tool. Again, this coupon expires today. This is like to get some beta testers in here to be using this thing while I'm gone to play with it and give me feedback. So when we actually release it, we're we're cutting the right thing. We're cutting the thing loose that's dialed in. So I'm going to put the link in the chat. That's the link for anybody that wants to get in and play with this and try it. But remember that coupon is seriously, it's only good for today. It's going to expire at the end of the day and it ain't coming back. So anyway.
So it's 720 or 720?
720FF. So 72 off.
Right, but off is spelled with an O, not a zero usually.
Correct. Zero. Yeah. OFF.
So it's 72.
OFF.
The numbers, the letters OFF.
Correct.
Thank you.
72 OFF. So it's like, it's basically, it's taking $72 off the price. And that's forever. That's locked in for all of your payments. Just make sure that you don't cancel it. If you make sure. That's another thing too. I know there's a lot of people that have credit cards that expire or whatever. Our system sends out 3 notices. And I know a lot of people don't pay attention to the notices. We've had several people that had their Quantum canceled because they didn't pay attention to the notices that went out and they let it just go to cancel. When your Quantum cancels, you can sign back up, but you lose all of the data that was in your account. So if you've saved a bunch of stuff in there, if you've got a bunch of work in that Quantum account and you let it expire, all of your work is gone in there. So 2 things. When you're creating content in any platform, you should be saving it to your local drive so you don't ever lose it. And second, pay attention to the notices that I send out. It's not actually me. If it were me, I would probably reach out to you before it canceled and just alert you, but I don't see this stuff. This stuff is all going on automated behind the scenes. So it's on total autopilot. So if you get canceled, it's not me canceling you, it's the system doing it. So
John, to be clear, the $25 a month then is we're $25 a month going ahead forever, not just the 1 month.
correct.
And this is for white label. This is the white label version of it.
This is the user version. If you want the white label is an upgrade. So this is the actual tool. So I'm taking you into the actual tool. If you click white label, it's just like Quantum. The white label is an additional product. So when you click on that, oh, that's not, let me go back. That's locked. So anyway, when you click on here to get the white label, it's basically $97 a month for the white label. And you can basically sell as many as you want. You can also, you have the ability to change all this just like you do in Quantum. You can rename the tools, rebrand them, add more tools to it. Any of you guys that are in the white label service, I have a whole set of white label instructions inside our members area for you with all the cool tips and tricks and instructions step by step. I literally created a PDF that is like 60 pages long of every click, everything to create your white label and dial it in, including automating it, connecting it into your shopping cart, automating the account creation through Zapier, all of that stuff. And like the 4 of you, there was 4 people that actually got to go with me on the boat, and I did all of this for them. we're going to be doing more of those events for any of you that want that done for you. I'll be doing that. It's 4 people at a time. And we've got another one that's already sold out. We have another one. As soon as I get back from my trip, we're doing one in March. So I'm going to schedule those probably all throughout the rest of the year, because I like being on the boat, and anybody that wants to come on and do this stuff, that's cool.
So John, the going forward, if you sign up for the retail at $97 a month next month sometime, and then you want to do the white label, is it 97 plus 97 each month, or is it
correct?
so
Yeah, the white
$200 a month?
Yeah, the white label is a 97 a month upgrade. The base platform, you guys that are locking it in at 25, you get it for 25. Once we go live, it's going to be 97. So for somebody that's doing the white label, yeah, it would be like 200 a month for the white label.
And that's the same for Quantum, right?
Yes. Yep, that's correct.
John, when we submit it, it still says 97. It doesn't change it to 25.
You have to apply the coupon code.
I did. And when we put our credit card in, it says payment, submit payment, and it says $97.
Go back to the cart and check. After you put 72 off, hit that check
it.
mark and
Yeah,
it will
you
go
have
down
to
to
hit-
So you
25.
have to click on it. Okay,
You have to hit that.
got
too.
it.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of
And that'll be live till midnight tonight, John.
midnight, and I'm not totally positive if that's midnight on Kartra servers or on the West Coast. So it might be 9 o'clock Pacific. So figure that East Coast time for worst case scenario.
Doing okay?
Question.
Yes.
So if I get the Dominator, I can cancel my pledge?
Yes. Correct.
Okay.
That is
All right.
because what I did was I looked at the pledge tools originally that Darsh had come up with, and I used a lot of his tools. Like the tools that are in the folders those are the pledge tools that he had come up with. But all the rest of the tools on the screen were stuff that I developed myself. So yeah, you would get the benefit of all of it with this. All right. So let's see. Any other questions here about this? All right. Well, you ready to see something really cool? This one's not ready for sale yet, but I am willing to take I will take up to 5 people that want to do this as beta testers at no cost. You've got to be fairly tech savvy. You've got to be fairly SEO savvy. If you want to do this, email me at john@internetdominators.com and I will get you access to this, and you'll be working directly with Chris. This is Chris Armiston. He runs our programming team. He said you have to be willing to work with him to do this beta test. Because as you set up your campaigns, he's going to be checking them, making sure they're right so you get good results on them. So anyway, this is our site pop dashboard for any of you that have never seen it. This was originally built to send signals to Google, Bing, YouTube, Amazon, and Google My Business. So it was to optimize for those platforms. But what we've done is we found there was not a lot of people using a lot of the stuff. They were all using Google and YouTube. So what we did, well, let me log back in here. So what we did when we did this, go back to agencies. And get back to where I started here. Okay. So what we did when we did our update, we removed some of the other project types. So when you go to create a new project, you can select from Google, YouTube, that's our original site pop, is going to be Google and YouTube. But this little guy here is an add-on that's going to be the Rainmaker add-on. So if any of you have site pop already, you don't have access to this. This will be an additional paid upgrade to get the Rainmaker edition. But for this, when you click on the AI, that's going to set up a project, and I'll just do a test project here. And I'll just put in my own website.
Did you remove Amazon from the site pop?
Yes, we did. So then
That was the big one we were
Oh,
planning on
no.
using.
so Amazon, there wasn't enough people using it to support it. It was
Oh,
costing us a ton of money, and nobody was using it. Out of the thousands of users that we have, there was like 3 using it. So we just couldn't afford to support that for 3 users.
so if we have Amazon now, it's going to keep working or stop working?
It will probably stop working as soon as we roll out the new release on all the Androids. So when you start putting your address in here, I'll just take my LastPass is kind of overriding me here. There we go. All right, so that's all the information that I'm putting in here. And I'm just going to do Chat GPT for now. We're going to have 3. We're going to have Gemini and also Trust or Copilot. Copilot will also be in here. The more you check, the more it's going to go out and do this stuff. But I'm just going to put Chat GPT for now. Between Chat GPT, Gemini, and Copilot, that also, all the other large language models are pulling data from the back end from those. So we'll pretty much have it covered. So when I hit save details and proceed here, it goes out, it's going out to my website, it's reading the site, and look at that, it figured out the keyword phrases. It knows I do optimized WordPress hosting, Act marketing protocol. It just figured all that out using its own AI. So these are the keywords, and now here are the prompts. Why is ID test the best top choice for Internet Dominator SEO in Huntington Beach? So it's going to start asking the AI these things. So here it would put your company name. How does your company excel in marketing automation in Huntington Beach? And basically it's looking for positive answers. It's coming up with all these different questions. And then here, this is not worded right. What this is this is the question that you're going to ask it if it doesn't find you. So when it doesn't find you, this is going to be the question that you're going to ask back to the AI. So it's going to be like if it doesn't come up with the answer of you are the best for whatever it is, you're going to, or the machine is going to go back to it and say, well, why haven't you considered Internet Dominators for the best marketing automation? And then a follow-up question also when you're not ranked at the top is what would it take for Internet Dominators to be the one that you recommend? So it's going to write you a blueprint for how to fix your site and how to get there. So this is all going to be running under the hood. No one will ever see this. It's going to be running on, up to 10,000 devices in our network. That's all individual users that are using our site pop program. Everybody that's using SitePop has to put their devices into the network to run a program. So I know that's a little probably obfuscated for some of you that are not used to this, but this is a very, very diabolical program for SEO that we've been using for over a decade. It's always worked, it still works, and there's a lot of agencies that are using this technology from us that's kept their agency alive for the last 10 years. Without this, they'd be dead and gone. So, Lois, go ahead.
So is this something that you should like update or change on a regular basis or go in and change
Yes.
the questions or something of that nature?
Yeah, you can go in like the keywords that it came up with. You can go in and change those anytime you want. So the idea, whether you're using it as site pop for SEO or whether you're using it as Rainmaker for AIO, the object of the game is to seed the engine, seed the AI with enough information that it decides you're the one it should recommend. Once it does, you can kind of leave it alone. Then you go back to the drawing board and you put other keywords in because basically you want it to recommend you for everything that could possibly be recommended for what you do. So, yeah, once you get it to the point, we're going to recommend that somebody run this for a month. And then at the end of the month, we're going to generate a report that's going to give you kind of like the summary overview of how many times these different questions were asked. And if it's finally coming up with you as the answer, and it's going to be like, I don't know the exact parameters of the report, but it's going to give you a month end summary of how it did. And based on that, you know if you want to continue running it with the same parameters, or hey, if you're kicking butt on all those keywords, then you go in and change it and give it some new ones to play with. So that's kind of the idea behind it. So Russ, go ahead.
Hey, John. So this brings up a lot of questions for me because I am a Site Pop user and I do use the Amazon and do like it. I understand that a lot of people don't sell on Amazon, but it was a good tool. So first question would be, I need to go in and configure the AI portion of it now, correct?
No, the AI is not available yet.
Oh,
So
this is not available, what you're showing?
what I'm showing you is a master account it's the only account that has this available. So right now, nothing has changed in SitePop. You still have the Amazon, everything is the way it's always been. This is going to be rolled out probably in April or May.
Okay.
So what we need right now is we need probably 5 beta testers that want to play with this and give us the results, give us the case studies between now and then.
Okay.
And the
All
beta
right, I'll
testers,
play with the new version. That's not a problem. Um, is this going to be part of the AIO program or the Rainmaker or the EAT application that you kind of just showed us a little bit about? Or is this none of the
this
above?
this is its own animal. This is going to be under the umbrella of Rainmaker.
Okay.
So the AI piece inside of SitePop is going to be called Rainmaker.
Okay.
So basically, SitePop will be just as it always has been. The only difference is it's going to be for Google and YouTube only. So
Nothing.
when we do, no, we're not even going to do Bing because nobody was using that one either.
Really? Oh, okay.
Out of our whole network, and that shocks me.
And you can see what applications people are using?
Oh yeah, we can see everything.
Okay. Okay.
So it's like it shocks me that I was probably one of the only ones using Bing.
Well, when I listened to you back in the day and you talk about new people getting computers and they don't mess with the browsers and they use the
Uh,
default Bing from what their computers are set up with, I'm like, okay, well, I'll try using Bing. I don't know,
yeah,
how well it will do, but seem to be okay.
yeah, no,
Yeah, John, I use Bing and Amazon.
yeah. It's just It's just such a small percentage of our whole network that when Chris showed me like how much we're spending to support and how many people are using it, I'm like, oh Jesus, that doesn't make any kind of business sense whatsoever to continue to support it with what we have coming in to justify it. So, and we never went out like mainstream with this. We mostly sell this product suite to agencies. This is like an industrial strength thing that not very many people have access to. So the agencies, they go nuts with it. A lot of them have outgrown their agency portion, and if we've had to reportion them with massive amounts of accounts for all their customers. So
So
there's
the AI
needless to say
portion
that
is going to,
we're making a shitload of money with this product.
John, did you say the AI portion of Site Pop will be Rainmaker?
Yes.
Okay.
So it'll be an add-on. Like when you purchase the Rainmaker product, it will be delivered inside the SitePop control panel. But if you've only purchased Rainmaker and not SitePop, then your only option will be the AI button. If you've purchased SitePop and Rainmaker as an add-on, then you'll have all three.
So I'll need to have Site Pop and Rainmaker, not just Site Pop?
If you want both of them, yes. SitePop will be for SEO and Rainmaker will be for AIO.
Uh-huh. Okay.
But they'll be in the same control panel. So based on what product that you have, you'll have those buttons accessible inside the SitePop software. It
Okay.
saved us a ton of money and time because we didn't have to develop a whole new platform. Being able to deliver it inside there just with a couple of toggles saved us a tremendous amount on the development costs. So
Is the AIO dashboard and the SitePop dashboard ones that you give the client access to, or are you just using it behind the scenes? The client gets the result but doesn't fiddle with all the other stuff inside it.
you're mostly doing that behind the scenes for the clients. It's white labelable as if like all the apps and stuff, like when your client has to install the app on their computer, they see your agency information on their app when they install it. But they're not like you're not giving them login access to your control panel. No. You are in control of the control panel. You give them the apps to run on their computer, and when they run the app, they see your branding in the app. So the forward facing is the apps, the in-house admin is the control panel. And your customers should not have access to your control panel. So you don't want them to see the magic.
Thanks.
You got to hold the magic back for yourself.
So
Hey,
how
John.
can I become a beta tester for the new improved Site Pop?
Shoot me an email. Make sure you do it now before I leave, so I get you hooked up with Chris, and he can get you dialed in.
You going on another cruise?
Yep, I'm going out of Galveston this time.
Oh, nice.
Uh,
Happy
Gal-
birthday.
Galveston and New Orleans, and I'll be back in a couple of weeks.
Couple weeks, okay.
Hey, John,
Yeah, go ahead,
this
Gwen.
is Gwen. Did you guys talk about updating the reporting at all for SitePop?
Well, a lot of the reporting it was very difficult in Amazon and also in GMB. So we've kind of just swept those out of the way. So we are redoing the reporting. There's going to be like a once a month analysis report, and that'll be a lot easier to be able to deliver out to your clients.
Okay, that's exciting.
Yeah, very, very much. This whole thing is really exciting. I was talking to Chris a while back, like, hey, what are we going to do with SitePop? Because neither one of us have really promoted it in like 2 years. So we're like, we're going to keep this thing going. And we started looking at the figures and it like needed updates. And then we started looking at, okay, the income versus the expense. So we We had to make some hard decisions to pare down.
Right.
So, but I think the AIO thing will probably wind up making us so much money that, we may not care. We may wind up going back and re-supporting everything anyway. So that's
Cool.
Hey,
kind of
John.
thinking. Yeah, go ahead, Roger.
All right. I understand totally the AIO tools are user activated tools, whereas Site Pop, once you configure Site Pop and get your keywords, it's just running through the network. So I
Yes.
understand they're different products, but in order to sell those, the message to the clients is here's how you optimize for AI searches. It seems to me the Rainmaker and the AIO are messaged exactly the same. It'll be, I feel, a little maybe awkward to sell a customer two different products when you're saying they achieve the same thing.
Well, it's actually not the case. It's just like with SEO. SEO has three pieces to really make it fly. And the same thing with AI. It's got three pieces to really make it fly. And with Site Pop originally gave you the third piece, which was the user experience portion. You still needed the other two. So you had to sell them as far as an SEO package, they needed on-page optimization. They needed link building and they needed user experience, which no one could give them. So they were basically Buffalo and the clients saying, well, your site's not a good user experience. So that's why we're suffering and that's why we're not able to get you to the top. So SitePop kind of solved that problem. So with AEO, it's the same thing. With the AEO or the AIO Dominator, what that gives you is that gives you the on page and it gives you the off page, which is the EAT, the EEAT for authority, but you still need the user experience, which is where Rainmaker comes in. So you could sell them individual. You could say, hey, if you want to get this product, it will help you optimize your website for AIO, but it's not the whole enchilada. You still need a user experience. You need to seed the engines to know that you exist, and that's what our Rainmaker product does.
Okay, got it. I do see that the three tier and they can be separately productized. I'm a
Yeah.
little unclear on EEAT. I understand that it's social media links to your website, but is that what it is?
It yes, it's basically it's your authority. It's showing that you have authority in the AI space. So it's kind of like with SEO, you had to show the search engines that you had popularity. And you did that by having incoming links coming into your website. And when that first went into play, it was like whoever had the most links was going to win. And then Google all of a sudden got smart to that. And it's like, oh, well, there's guys like John Limbacher that are just knocking the shit out of us with this. So we got to change up. So what happened there was they changed the game a little bit. They said, okay, it's not about how many links, it's the quality of the links. So they kept increasing the difficulty of the game. And I mean, that was the whole SEO was like cat and mouse. The SEO industry would game the system and then Google would figure out how they gamed it and they would block them. And then their rank would drop and they're back to square one and they start over. They build new systems to game the system again, and it went on and on and on. But when Google really got smart in 2006 and they started collecting user data, and that was really their entry into AI. They weren't calling it AI, but they called it rank brain. The rank brain algorithm was the one that killed SEO for most agencies because they didn't even understand what it was, but it was user experience. And that's when we went to work developing what we came up with that solved a problem that no one else figured out how to do. All these years, we're the only ones that have ever had a solution to that. And not very many people even knew that we had it. That's why we've kind of been like a hidden gem for agencies. We've kept a lot of agencies afloat over the last decade. And this is where we're turning now to do this for AI. But these products, like the AIO Dominator and the Rainmaker product, it's not meant for like the do-it-yourselfer. These tools are really for people that are going to roll up their sleeves and get their elbows dirty. You know, this is for like hardcore SEO guys that want to do this and those that want to provide services. There will be people that will build a business providing service out of this and make an absolute fortune. I want no part of that. I already did the SEO service business for 20 years. I exited out of it a couple of years ago and I'm not going back. I don't want to work that hard. There's a lot of money in it. It's a great business. A lot of people need those services, but I'm not going to supply them. I have climbed up the ladder now. I'm going to supply the tools for I'm going to create the weapons of mass destruction for the armies to use. But I'm not going to be on the battlefield anymore. There'll be a lot of people that will use these tools and build empires out of them. But
So as long as we can white label the A from a branding standpoint, John, I'd like to have a conversation about Rainmaker because that doesn't apply anything special. Maybe you should call it AI, AI ranker or something. So it's still got the AI buzzword. If you're not going to do that, we can white label it to something like that, right?
well, here's the reasoning for Rainmaker. I'm going to make it rain, Richard. And I'm going to make it rain for those that need to know. It's not meant to be a forward-facing product that's out in the public. It's only for those that need to know. I imagine most people that are going to buy Rainmaker is going to be an agency. And they're going to want to make it rain. It's going to be a very appealing branding for them. And knowing that they're white labeling it, so no one is going to ever know it's Rainmaker. All they're going to know is their agency has the power to rank them on AI, and they're not going to care about anything further than that.
Yeah, this is the upgrade for SEO. This is breathtaking.
Yeah. Yeah. This is so far ahead. This is like if you think I was ahead in SEO, this is like I learned. This is like my evolving after I've learned. I've had a lifetime of education, and it's like I am a newborn in the AI world with a lifetime of education I'm riding on top of. So I'm going to really do some damage on this round. This is like, we always say, oh, well, if I could go back to being a teenager knowing what I know now, well, I just did. And watch what I do with it. This is going to be like something we've never seen before. So this is going to be awesome. All right. So any other questions? Are you guys like clear on like what this animal is?
I have a couple questions.
Okay, go ahead, Lois.
Okay. So can this be targeted to a site that's not a local one? So like an online gallery? Can it be multiple locations?
Yes, because think about it, the AI can really deliver information on anything that has a URL.
Okay.
Like this, they could point you to your LinkedIn profile. It could point to a product, and for us, I mean, it could point to a product on Amazon. As long as we train the AI that the product lives on this URL and it knows how to direct traffic there, that's really what we're doing. And I've been doing this. I've been effectively manipulating AI since about 2011 when we rolled out our first Rainmaker program. In 2006, that's when I found out that Google was collecting everyone's information. And when I figured out what they were doing with it, it was like, I just got a main line to feed right into the belly of the beast. So that was what the original Rainmaker program did. And then when mobile came out, we changed it over to SitePop to be a mobile version of Rainmaker. Well, the Rainmaker tool has been dormant now for a decade. So it's time for it to come back to life.
Another question. So is like site pop where you have to have each whatever on a different phone? You have to have multiple phones to make
Yes.
AIO work? Okay.
Yes, that is part of the magic of SitePop. It's because there's so many devices in the network. Everybody that puts a project onto the network, you have to connect it to a live device. It could be a cell phone, it could be a computer. And when you do this, you put your Chat GPT login information into the system because what's happening, it's using your credentials to log in to your Chat GPT and run these searches for other people in the network, and they're doing the same for you. So you'll have access to 10,000 devices around the world that are logging in to their Chat GPT accounts or their Copilot accounts or their AI accounts, and they're running these searches in their AI windows. So we're going to be hitting this thing from all angles all across the globe, training it. Nobody else is going to have that kind of horsepower. They're going to be doing all the on-page stuff just like they always have, and they'll be doing all the social media stuff just like they always have. But they don't have this, just like they've never had. That's why the people, all the agencies that have been using our products for all these years have had such an advantage over everyone else in the industry. And we're basically just continuing on that legacy, just into the AI space. So it's very exciting. I mean, I can't tell you how fired up I was at about 2 o'clock this morning when I finally got off the Skype with the dev team, when they were walking me through that it was actually working. It was doing what I asked for. So, I mean, imagine the power of reaching out to the AI saying, who's the best SEO guy in the world? And, it comes back with who knows who. And it says, well, have you considered John Limbacher? And it says, no, who's that? Well, he's the best one there is, and here's why. And send them to reference materials that the AIO Dominator has optimized for its use. And now it can collect all that data and it can get smarter. And then the next computer in the system asks it the same question: who's the best SEO guy in the world? And if it hasn't come up with John Limbacher yet, they'll punish it again for not giving it the right answer. When it's punished enough times, it will learn. And the next thing, oh, John Limbacher is the best in the world. And how's that going to feel? How's that going to feel when it's telling people around the world that you are the best at what you do?
That will be good for traffic.
I think so. I think you might get some traffic that way. I mean, when I think back of the beginning days in SEO, I literally drove over $100 million in online sales before people were comfortable putting their credit cards online. Can you imagine what it's going to look like this time when I can do that again? But again, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be the one in the trenches making the traffic happen. I want to be behind the scenes just supplying the tools to the agencies that are going to do that. So, I mean,
we
you
will be the
guys,
ones making it happen. We will be the ones making it happen. Thank you, John. Happy
exactly.
birthday.
Exactly. I will not be competing with you. I will be supporting you, not competing with you. So the only people like on the front end retail level that I will probably uh, jump in to support is those of you that are here. If you guys want to do this stuff on your own, I will help you do it. But it's not going outside. That's another advantage of being part of this community. So anyway, questions? Are you guys as excited about this as I am? I mean, we're not there yet. Don't
I'm a
get me
little
wrong.
overwhelmed, John. Is that okay?
That's okay. We've got some challenges to deal with, and we've got, a lot of training to develop, and this is a very new thing. So like I said, I need like 5 of you that want to play with this and be the guinea pigs. And I'm going to put you right in touch with Chris. He's going to run you through. He's going to train you. He's going to look at your campaigns. He's going to dial them in and be very interactive with him while I'm gone over the next couple weeks to get this thing up and cooking. And then when I get back, I'll be diving into like putting the launch ready for this, and we'll probably be launching this out. I would say April or May at the latest. So pretty.
Well, definitely, I'm interested. It's just, but I have half with all the going on in my world. I'm catching about half of what you're saying right now. I've got a 15-month-old who's occupying more of my time.
No problem. I get it. All right. Well,
so John, I came on the call late, and I'm excited to go back and listen to the recording because it sounds really, really good.
Oh man, I was supposed to record this call. I'm just kidding. It's recorded.
Paul had a couple of questions in regards to crypto, if that's okay to ask that.
Okay, yeah, I can do that for you.
Yeah, Caleb and Brown called a couple weeks ago. Did I hear you say that XRP will be unable to be staked?
That is correct. The reason XRP can't be staked is it's not a proof of stake token. So staking isn't going to be possible. But that said, that's the only thing it won't be able to do. You will be able to participate in liquidity pools and make residual income with it, which is probably better than staking anyway.
Okay.
And then you'll also be able to use it in the AMM for lending protocols, which is even better. So
Okay, I just wanted some clarification on that. Because I was thinking it can't be staked. How's the passive income work? But then again, okay, the liquidity pools, those are just separate things that you can do.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yep.
I haven't opened an account with Caleb and Brown yet. I'm going to. Can you purchase HBAR through them?
Yes. Yep. You can purchase just about anything through them. I've found everything I could ever want through their platform.
Okay, because I'm also thinking about getting into XDC. I know I've heard that mentioned a few times on the calls.
Yep, they have that. They have all the ISO tokens. They've got even all the little funky meme coins and stuff that are coming out.
Yeah.
I mean, they've even got the Trump coin if you're that risky.
Well, no, I'm not that risky. I've been buying some XRP. I bought some more XLM. I want to get into some HBAR and some XDC network because things have really taken a dive here in the last couple of days. So,
oh yeah, it's a great buying opportunity.
So I want to start taking advantage of that. So I was going to back out of the XRP market just because I was unclear about the staking bit, but I'll buy more of that now that it's way down there too. So.
Oh yeah, don't back out of XRP. That'd be the worst thing you're ever going to imagine.
Back off on buying it, and I don't not sell it, but not buy anymore. But I'm going to buy more now.
Yeah.
So okay, that answers my questions.
Okay, cool. Yeah, for those of you that are on here and new, I also run a crypto club, so that was a crypto question. Doesn't have anything to do with marketing, so don't think you're in the wrong spot.
Thank you.
All right, Kevin, go ahead.
Hey, John. Great call.
Thanks.
I'm a newbie, obviously. Hey, would be interested in your opinion on screen scrapers for emails or other uses.
Okay.
Do you have any recommendations?
What is the goal? What are you trying to accomplish?
Uh, I'm trying to build upon my list and verify emails,
Okay.
get new emails,
Okay. So
contact information
I
in a business to business.
yeah, I would say scraping emails is probably one of the worst ideas that you could do just because of all the spam and the blacklisting and
Gotcha.
are you familiar at all with like cold email and all the nuances and hurdles and all the stuff that you have to jump through to really do that effectively?
Yeah,
Because it's massive amounts of hoops and work that you have to do that effectively. Cold email, like spam email, is very lucrative for those that do it correctly. But it's so easy to burn all your bridges. And especially if you're attaching it to a real business, you can destroy the reputation of a business doing that. You have to firewall and insulate the crap out of yourself to do that effectively. Like you need offshore servers, you need, hundreds of email accounts, you need massive lists. There's just all kinds of stuff. Like Craig put in the chat, it messed him up for a year with just a small mistake. And if you're going to do it to make money with it, you really have to do it at a high level. It does not scale on the low end. It's so expensive to really gear up a cold email business on the low end. It's just too expensive. So
gotcha.
you are better off to figure out like who has your traffic and cut affiliate deals with them because they already have the lists. They have hot lists of your buyer and you can get them. You can just pay them to either promote you or you can do an affiliate cut with them. There's a lot of different ways that you can break in and get people to promote you.
Gotcha.
So if you want lists though, I send me an email. I have a good list broker that can get you email lists if you want to send to them. But like I said, you really have to have some infrastructure to do that effectively or you're gonna get cooked.
Okay.
That's a
Sounds good.
Yeah, that one kind of walks the edge of the cliff of a
Oh, no, no,
pretty
no.
hairy line.
I want to be on the straight and narrow. So I
Yeah.
appreciate your candid feedback on that.
Yeah, we have a product called Acquisition Air, and what it does, it identifies people that are searching online, like in search engines and consuming content based around keywords, and we don't scrape their data. We go over to a data center and we actually purchase their contact information from the data center if it's available. And then we pipe that into a Google Doc for you. And basically, you're getting it in real time. So you're getting a live email address from somebody that just ran a search online, which that you would think that's a pretty hot commodity. But what we've found is most people that don't know how to do cold email, they've not been successful with it. Cold email is like an art. Even though you've got somebody that's hot, they're looking for something right now, and you've got their email, the the ability for you to get your email into their box and get them to see it and get them to react to it, there is some artistry involved in that. And if you are not familiar with it and that's not your skill set, we haven't had anybody that was successful doing that didn't have that skill set. So,
Hey, John, being that Kevin is new, I want to reiterate something you said with search engines. This is not using Google or Bing. This is
correct.
using secondary search networks. So it wouldn't be coming from a Google search or whatever, Kevin. This is using secondary search networks. For instance, you type in Google, you start there, and you're looking for a product. For me, it was guns about 8 months ago, and guns.com came up as one of the top search pages, and I clicked on that. I went to guns.com and typed the same thing in, copy paste from Google that I typed in. That is a secondary search inside of guns.com, and we monitor search boxes through secondary search network. So just wanted to clarify so you weren't confused thinking we were robbing Google or Bing. So
Okay, that's
Yeah,
good.
that's right. I'm glad you jumped in there, Brady, to clarify that because I've been kind of removed from the whole acquisition era. Brady runs that whole division of the company. Between him and Connie, I have just been so hands off on that whole division of the company that it's great. I've been able to focus on other stuff and play around with AI and do all the phenomenal stuff I'm able to do because they're handling all that. So, but yeah, Brady's right. It is secondary search, which most people aren't familiar with, but it is a gold mine because it's so specific. Like what he said, he was originally looking on Google for a gun, but then he was led to guns.com where he actually did his final search for what he really wanted. And it works really well in the real estate market too, because nobody searches for a house on Google, right? They go to Zillow or realtor.com or someplace where there's an MLS and they're running their searches there. That's a secondary search model. So we're able to monitor all those secondary search across the internet, and that's where we're getting those leads from. And they're good leads, but like I said, it takes that skill. It takes that. It's really an art to do cold email because you got to grab their attention, which if you're going through the ACT program, you probably will get pretty good at that because of the methods. Like we teach big idea, and that comes from David Ogilvy. You know, he was a famous ad man right out of the 1950s. And he said one of the things that allowed him to be so successful, it was like every campaign this guy touched literally turned to gold. And when he was interviewed and asked why that was, like what is so magical about him, he basically said it's the big idea. And, that was what he called it, the big idea. And he said any campaign without a big idea is going to pass like a ship in the night, meaning it's not going to be seen. It's literally the attention grabber on the front of the ad campaign. So, and that's your email subject line. That's your big idea. If you don't know how to do that big idea and grab that attention, your email will pass like a ship in the night, not being seen. So that's where the artistry of all of this comes into. And we've got tools, like we have a big idea tool inside Quantum because big idea is a simple concept. It has three pieces. It's a promise. It involves a promise of the desired outcome of the prospect. It involves a unique mechanism, which is the thing that delivers the result. And it's said in a unique way they've never heard it before. So it's a very simplistic concept. Sounds easy, right? But it's incredibly difficult to implement. So as long as I've been teaching big idea, I've given the formula out. I'm like, here's the formula, here's the pieces, here's the recipe, but nobody can bake the cake. It's like, so that's where when quantum came to be, that was one of the first tools I made was the big idea tool. You put in, it asks you, what's your promise? What's your unique delivery mechanism? And then what's an angle you want us to hit? And then it does the magic for you. It bakes the cake for you. And now people can get big ideas using that tool. So it's been an incredible addition to the ACT program is all of these AI quantum tools that I've put together. The ACT program is loaded with just magical formulas that come out of the ad agencies. These formulas have been used for over 100 years. Some of them literally go back to Benjamin Franklin. And it's like nobody talks about them. Nobody uses them. But why is that? It's like they've been working for 100 years, and it's almost like the secret bag of tricks that only the ad agencies know. It's kind of like our agencies that have Site Pop. It's the bag of tricks that nobody knows that makes them work so well. But what I've done is I've packaged that stuff up and given it to you guys at your level so you could have access to it. So it really is a bag of magic. I would implore you to use it. Everyone should be using this. You should be taking advantage of this. It'll give you such an advantage over your competition. It's just
John, I will check that out. And again, being a newbie, out of the apps that are out there, and I obviously know there's training videos I got to go through, but for somebody who's in business to business, my target niche is small service-based business owners. Out of all of the apps that you have, what ones would you recommend to me?
okay. So all of them. But here's the key. It really, I know we all think that we're unique in what we do, but when it comes down to the communication of how you communicate the value of what you do to your ideal prospect, that remains the same. So what I would recommend as a newbie, the best thing that you're going to do is go through the ACT program and just listen to all the videos. Go A to Z, go front to back, and don't take notes. Just go through and just absorb the material on the first run through. And then once you've absorbed the material, then go back with the intent of, okay, I'm going to build a successful marketing campaign now. I know the landscape. I've seen the box. I know what the box of the puzzle looks like now. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to put the pieces together and I'm going to build the puzzle. But first, go through so you know what the box looks like. You know what you're building before you start to build it. So many people jump in and they start in the C part of ACT, which is the creation, and they haven't done the analysis yet. And then they want to jump right into traffic before they've even created, and it just winds up being really expensive for them. Because if you're driving traffic and you haven't done the A and the C, I can almost guarantee you that's a recipe for disaster. I don't know anybody that has jumped in and paid for traffic and had it be successful if they didn't identify the market, really understand the market, and create the messaging for that market before they drove traffic to it. So the ACT stands for analysis, creation, and traffic in that order. That's the only way you can spell ACT is ACT. If you scramble the words, it's no longer ACT and it doesn't work. So
That's a
John,
good
can
tip.
I ask for a clarification on it? Because one of the things that you've mentioned is if you're looking at creation, what has typically been the wrong thing to do when you say, okay, this is what I want to create, and then they go out and create it before they have tried to sell it. And you always said you need to sell it before you build it. So you have to make the distinction that between creation and building, because there's a step in there that if you just do, they say, ACT, I've done my analysis, create, and then they sit down and do something, and they create something for 6 months that they haven't, that step needs to be clarified just to
okay.
taste.
No, I get it. And basically it's how you're associating creation. Creation covers a massive scope. Creation covers not only the beginning of your marketing, it also is included in your product, your website, all that stuff. So you have a massive section of creation. And just so you know, creation is the part that will never stop. You'll always be creating because if you follow the ACT program, there's a timeline. You solve a problem, but then that creates a new problem. So a new solution needs to be created. That's where you get lifetime value of products. If you guys are just selling one thing and that's the end of your sales cycle, then you have to start over to continue to have money come in through the door. If you have a value ladder of products and services, even if you don't provide them, you can provide them through other vendors and make an affiliate commission on that. You should have a lifetime value of not only your customer's life, but your own life. When you stop is the time you go on the wrong side of the grass. So in creation, you're right. I will sell something before I've created it, but I'm still creating the sales process based on the analysis. It all starts in the analysis. So from analysis, I identify a problem in a market. And then I create how am I going to convey the value of what I'm going to build before I even build it. If I can't sell it at that point, there's no sense in me building it. So I go back to the drawing board and I say, well, obviously I didn't say something right. So I'll go back to the creation drawing board at that step, recommunicate it. Now I sell it. Now I build it. So I can still sell and create things to sell before I've built them on the other end. Like even with the Rainmaker product and the AIO Dominator, uh, those products are not even done yet. And guess what? I'm going to sell them now. If I can't sell them now, I won't be able to sell them after they're done. So what's the point, right? I've gotten such good reaction from some of the agencies that I've shown this to. I'm already pre-selling all of this stuff. So that tells me there's enough demand for me to put extra effort into developing it even faster. But if I couldn't, like let's say I went out to my warm market and they weren't hot for what I was presenting to them, I probably would scrap it. I wouldn't create it. I wouldn't spend any of my time or money to develop something that wasn't hot and in demand. So hopefully that clarifies and makes sense around that. All right. Anything else? Anybody else want to
turn.
hop up before we wrap up?
Yeah, John, I want to tag on what you just said.
Yes.
Okay, so you know me, I'm the seminar junkie, and when the AI chat box is, we saw the demo back in April of Perry Belcher.
Mhm.
So at the events, just yesterday, I say you guys have got your AI chat, you have your AI chat box on your sites, and to know, so you got level one, which is just chat, and then you have level two, which is voice interaction. Then you have level three, which is going to be the image maker, which is where you take the still picture. You saw it, the still picture turns into the video, and then I said I identify it as level four. I said multi-language. Now you would have an AI chat box, voice activated interaction in multi-languages, and they go goo goo gaga. They go like, really? Yes. And they're chomping at the bit. So when that product's ready, we know that people are out there ready to grab it.
Yeah,
I'm,
it's
I'm
so
identifying it as AI chat box 4, and they're like, never even heard of that. And that's the other thing, the new.
yeah, it's so easy to make it multilingual too.
And they don't know that, but they
Yeah.
get wowed.
Yeah. I mean, you can literally program the bots to when somebody starts a chat with them, whether it's a voice chat or a text chat, it can identify the language and respond in the proper language, which is just amazing. Like when I build my chat bot where I actually upload all my knowledge bases, I now have, because of Brady, I have all the transcripts of all my trainings. So I can load that up and basically I'm creating a bot that knows everything I've ever answered. Every question I've ever been asked, every answer I've given, it is packed with all that knowledge. So it could be me in bot form and it could go global. So say somebody that speaks Chinese comes onto my chatbot, asks a question in Chinese, I'm going to answer them in Chinese based on my experience. Or, they come on in any language. I don't know how many languages there are, but AI knows all of them. So, I mean, that's just unbelievable.
Can Becky do that?
Yes, the level that it takes this to is just absolutely amazing. So it's just, I mean, I've said this so many times. The day and age that we live in is an absolute gift. Um, I just wish I was younger so I could enjoy more of it. It's, but it really is. I mean, what we have access to now is just absolutely astonishing.
Hey, John, I don't want to sound like the PR guy, but just want to make sure that everybody understands that there's 589. Hey, isn't that a good number, by the way, crypto people out there? There's 589 videos that you have. I am no way, shape, or form done with that, but my goal is to do and transcribe all of those, and I will have John in a box. Our own John bot. So John may be an avatar on these Thursday calls. No, just kidding.
That's awesome. Are you kidding me? 589, that's my number?
What's your number? Yeah. Just a couple days ago when I looked at it, but yeah, isn't that a coincidence?
Wow, that's uncanny. There's got to be a meaning behind that.
So if we make any new videos, John, we got to delete one and place of it to keep it the same number.
That's awesome. For those of you that don't know the significance of that number, it's a crypto number. It's kind of one of the hidden riddle numbers from all these big elites. They riddle this 589 number that they, and it's my belief that when XRP takes off, that's the first ledge it's going to hit. It's going to jump right to 589. So, wow. And I've got 589 videos. The CEO of the Ripple company has got 589 followers. So there's a lot of this 589 is intertwined in a lot of stuff. And I know some of you that probably has absolutely no meaning too, but that's pretty cool. All right. Well, I don't have anything else unless you guys got anything else you want me to cover or touch on or questions or.
John, could I ask you to close on a crypto question? Could you clarify if you can't stake XRP, what were the other things that you were saying and what are they and how do they work briefly?
Yes. So the first one I mentioned was liquidity pools. XRP, that's going to be one of its biggest utilities is liquidity pools worldwide to move money around. So there's basically money in participating in those liquidity pools. I don't quite have my head exactly wrapped around how it's going to work exactly, but I know there's a lot of money in it, and it's what the banks are going to be doing. And as a XRP holder, you will be able to do it right alongside the banks. So that's the first one. The second one is lending protocols. This is in the DeFi space. That's decentralized finance. And again, XRP is a banker's token. So by holding it, you will have the same ability as a bank to participate in the decentralized finance through the AMM product, which is the automated market maker that is a Ripple product. They made it for use with XRP. So by holding XRP, you'll be able to participate in the automated market maker in their lending protocols. So those are the two that I'm aware of. As we get into it and it starts actually getting adoption and coming out, I'll be getting more into it and showing you guys how they work and how to take part in them.
Thanks.
All right. Well, I guess that's it. Anybody else? Last call before I head out to a 2-week birthday bash.
Safe travels.
Safe trip, John.
All right, guys, have a great one, and I'll see you when I get back. And Brady and Connie will take good care of you between now and then. So
try not to screw it up.
Oh, you guys will do awesome.
John, you got a few minutes after this?
Yeah, I can hop back in.
All right, everybody, get together. Ready? Ready. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
dear
dear
John.
John.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday to
To
you.
you.
And
many
many
Many,
more.
many, many more.
Yay!
May you live forever, O King.
That's
All
awesome. Thank
adore.
you guys. I will
Bye-bye.
see you all soon.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.